Guys, our government is insane, obviously, as you guys all know. Well, I just learned that Tulsi Gabbard was placed on a watch list, and the members of the PBD podcast are shocked to hear this, to say the least. By the way, thank you for being back at my YouTube channel, or if you're new here, subscribe. I'm posting twice every single day now. It's true. I'm consistent with it now. Finally, the orange woman is consistently posting. Like this video. My likes are always so low on my channels. Come on, guys. I get a lot of haters. I need those who like the videos to actually like them. And comment below your thoughts on the government putting Tulsi Gabbard on a watch list. But without further ado, let's watch it. Let's find out what the hell is going on.
Whistleblower Tulsi Gabbard named on TSA Quiet Skies watch list. Let me read this in Vinny, I'm coming to you. So, former Congresswoman Tulsi has reportedly been named on the Transportation Security Administration Quiet Skies watch list. Whistleblowers within the Federal Air Marshal Service are claiming subjecting her to the same surveillance used against suspected terrorists. Gabbard, a lieutenant in the U.S. Army Reserve and a fierce critic of Biden administration, has unknowingly had two explosive detection K9 teams, one transportation security specialist explosives, one plainclothes TSA supervisor, and three federal air marshals on every flight she boarded since being added to the list.
Really? Because Tulsi Gabbard, who exposes the military-industrial complex, is such a threat. The thing is it's funny. Tulsi Gabbard's a woman. What is she going to do? What kind of major threat is she? But it's not that she's a physical threat or harmful to anyone aboard the plane. Of course, she's a threat for exposing the government and the military-industrial complex. They hate that. That's why you'll see people that are like prominent politicians on both the left and the right come together in union when it comes to supporting war and killing people abroad. It's sick, it's evil, and twisted. I hate it.
The whistleblower reports first shared with Sonia Labasco, the executive director of Air Marshal National Security Council, determined that Gabbard was added to the Quiet Skies list on July 23rd, 2024, one day after she criticized Biden, Kamala Harris, and overall security state during an interview with Laura Ingraham. Vinny.
Wow, you're not allowed to criticize the deep state, guys. You're not. And if you are, you're a domestic terrorist. That's how our government operates. Remember the good old days when people used to think that the government was a thing and formed in order to serve we the people? Yeah, what a freaking lie. They spy on us, they steal from us, they gaslight us. I can't stand them.
Okay, so, I mean, first and foremost, I want people to understand what you just said, Pat. That means once she's put on this Quiet Skies list, every time she goes on a flight, there has to be let me find where you said it, PBD. She has to have 3 federal air marshals on every flight that she goes on, okay? Even terrorists don't get this type of attention. There has to be like 7 people involved with her. And I just, you want to show what she actually said?
Well, you know what's funny? That Vinny points out that even terrorists don't get this crazy attention and security. It's because the government doesn't care about civilians getting killed. They don't. They issue all these civilians getting killed in other countries. They love it. Oh yeah, war. Yes, war. Their biggest threat is no terrorist. Instead, it's a domestic terrorist, someone exposing the government for their lies in the military-industrial complex. That's the sad reality. And you really saw this become in the forefront of how people thought, like the people's sentiment about the government during the Vietnam War, when the government claimed we were winning, but we would see photos and videos or whatever, showing that, hey, America is losing and we're not helping, and why are we still there? That was the first time, I think, in American history when we, the people, found out that our government's lying to us. And ever since then, I feel like everyone, doesn't matter what political party you're a part of, we all know the government is lying to us. So I think that is a positive thing. That is somewhat of a white pill that we all know not to trust the government. But however, some people still do and get all these COVID vaccines. It's weird. It's weird. People are stupid, okay?
You get into it, Robbie. Can you show? She was on the angle. And this is, guys, pay attention. If you criticize the military industrial complex and Kamala Harris, and you say Kamala Harris is dangerous to our democracy, this is the Department of Homeland Security is going to tap you for the rest of your life. Rob, play this clip. Let them see it.
I'm more more interested, Laura, in what the American people are thinking. You know, I've been seeing headline after headline saying, well, what is Kamala Harris's foreign policy going to be? And then you are reminded by these examples of how inexperienced and lacking of knowledge and strength that she is. So to answer that question, what kind of commander-in-chief will she be? What kind of foreign policy will she have? We simply need to look at the facts of what we've seen under the Biden-Harris administration. They are not running our foreign policy. Our foreign policy decisions are being made by unelected people in the military-industrial complex who are profiting from us being in a constant state of war.
Can't say that. Can't say that. Uh-oh, red alert, red alert. Also, it's funny that, like, Democrats and the media can say Donald Trump's a danger to our democracy, but God forbid we say that about Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, gosh, these people are insufferable.
And the national security state that has more power to undermine our freedoms and liberties when we are in a state of war. Kamala Harris does not have the strength to stand up to the military-industrial complex.
Okay, you can stop it right now.
So she's
guys, like, I hope you guys are paying that. That's all she said. It goes on for a little bit more, Tom. Nothing more. Nothing less than what she just said. The Department of Homeland Security put her on a domestic terrorist watch list.
Wow.
And for the people out there that don't know a little bit about Tulsi Gabbard, she's an active duty lieutenant colonel, Pat, in the United States Army. She was deployed in Iraq during the war, 2004. She was assigned to a field medical unit in a combat zone. Guys, not just hanging out and nothing's going on, in a combat zone, and received a combat medal badge for service under enemy fire. Okay, she was basically there trying to help us fight terrorists, and she comes here and she criticizes them, and she's on the terror watch list. And you want to talk about weaponized legal system, Top? The same thing that's happening with her is exactly what they've been doing to Donald Trump. Am I right?
Yeah, you're taking parts of the U.S. government and throwing at your opponent.
Yeah, there's absolutely no difference.
When did they add her to the list?
The moment that this happened, I guess August.
The date? July, no.
So the
It says she
whistleblower
was added to the list July 23rd, 2024.
So
this just happened.
Adam,
And July 23rd
yes,
was Kamala already the presumptive nominee at that point? I think so.
I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, can I give you my little 2 cents?
Yeah,
real quick?
and I'm almost done.
You know what?
But
You know
think
what?
of
You know what?
Adam.
I think I have to cut off Adam because I don't want to hear Adam's stupid 2 cents. I'm sorry. I just don't. And then also my husband is like, hey, Avery wants to see you because he was nice enough to hang out with her so I could record these videos so I could post 2 videos every day. So I'm kind of like, you know what? This is all I really wanted to show you guys and just highlight how insane our government is and how we're not allowed to criticize the military-industrial complex or the deep state or Kamala Harris or Biden, etc., etc. Not allowed. You will be put on a watch list. You will become deemed a domestic terrorist. How can you love America if this is what America is? Like, I'm sorry, it's hard for me to be patriotic during these crazy times. Let me know, are you struggling with that? Like, do you feel patriotic? Are you struggling with feeling actually patriotic? Because what is there to be patriotic over in today's America? Maybe the founding America was cool. Yes, I get it. Like, that's awesome. But that's not the same America that we're living in today. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you're kind of struggling with that too. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Toodaloo. Yes, that rhymed.